Today, we're going to talk about the 309th District Court in Harris County, Judge Linda Dunson. And again, this is just my opinion. This is just what I've observed, and this is just what I've experienced. Let's dig in. My name is George Saldana, and I'm a Harris County Family Court veteran. I've been in the Harris County courts for the last 7 years, and I've seen some things in Harris County. I've reported them all. And due to limited oversight by the Texas commissions that oversee these judicial officers, nothing is usually done. So I've had to take an unorthodox approach to reporting some of the judicial infractions that I see happen in the Harris County family courts. So this is my third judge in Harris County. The first judge was not much better from the third judge. The second judge actually had a pretty good rating. And when I mean rating, I'm talking about the Harris County Bar Association's ratings. These ratings come from attorneys that actually litigate in these courts every single day. So let's go over it. So this is District Court Judge of the 309th District Court in Harris County, Linda Dunson. And this is what she campaigned on. I believe in family. I believe in America. And she has a big old donkey here. I don't care whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care if you're white, black, man, or woman. She talks about equality, justice, and fairness. That's what she ran on. So let's look at her report card. So, this is the Houston Bar Association 2023 Judicial Evaluation Questionnaire results. And again, I didn't make this up. I'm just telling you what I've seen, and I can concur with these results. Every 2 years, the HBA, Houston Bar Association, conducts a judicial evaluation questionnaire in which the members are asked to evaluate elected and appointed judges on a number of professional and ethical questions based on their personal firsthand knowledge. Judges who have not actively served at least 6 months on the current bench as the date this questionnaire was prepared do not appear on the judicial evaluation. So let's look. So here it is. Houston Bar Association judicial evaluation results. December of 2023 is when it came out. It came out from the Office of the President. Diane Gomez, 2023-2024 president in the Houston Bar Association. The individual percentages have been rounded to the nearest 1/10%. As a result, they may not perfectly sum to 100%. So we're going off 100% more or less, right? Okay. So if we look at the contents, we see the Supreme Court, Court of Criminal Appeals, and they may not have this result for every county. And I'm lucky that I'm in Harris County because I'm able to find these judicial evaluations. So let's find Judge Dunson. Family District Courts, 284, 288. So let's go to 288. So we get to page 288. We see Linda Marie Dunson, 309th District Court. She has right at 102 responses. So that's about 100%. Let's just round down to 100%. And the way I see this is just like we were brought up in school. This is like your report card. This is like your employee evaluation, how other peers describe you. And this is what I saw. Now, remember, my first judge who I had an issue with was just slightly better than this. But this one takes the cake. And some of y'all have seen some of my videos. You've seen where I've talked about things that happened in trial that were just so flagrant. And they were just a flagrant abuse of her official capacity. Like, she went to law school. I, as a pro se litigant, should not be having to teach a judge or a lawyer the law. And I'm a pro se litigant. But again, this is their evaluation, not mine. So let's go over it. Follows the law, 14.7, 14.7, and that's 15 responses that said she followed the law excellently. And then 12.7 said it was very good. 18.6 said it was satisfactory. So let's just add all three of those up. So we're going to go 14.7 plus 12.7 plus 18.6. And when you sum all three up, it comes up to a whopping 46%. 46%. 46%. That's not even 50%. That's not even half good. And then you have a 42.2% saying needs improvement. And that's follows the law. And we could go over all these other ones. Rules decisively and timely, 17.6% excellent, 14.7 very good, satisfactory, 20.6. Is courteous and attentive towards attorneys and witnesses. Demonstrates impartiality, excellent, 20. Let's just go up 20%, right? Let's just give her a little bit, 20%, 19.6. That means for 1 out of every 5 people that go into her, she's excellent too, if that makes sense. Less than that is very good. Satisfactory is 20.6%. And 28.4%, if you want to round it up to 30 or even a third, right? Needs improvement. Works hard and is prepared. 18.6% of the time, it's excellent. Very good is 15.7. Satisfactory is 13.7. Needs improvement, 37.3%. If you're a judge and you're dealing with somebody's kids or somebody's property or someone's life and you are not prepared, you should not be on that bench. Every day you go to work, you should strive for 100% because you are dealing with somebody's life and somebody's children. This is piss poor. Seriously, it's piss poor. She should not be on the bench anymore. She's ruining lives. And I know that for a fact because I'm having to appeal her decisions with a higher court. This just reinforces what I'm talking about. This questionnaire right here. Has procedures for scheduling and holding hearings and trials in a timely manner. Well, again, remember I was telling you guys that I was forced into a trial, didn't even have notice, and she accepted that. And I told her we didn't have notice. Opposing counsel Carolyn Robertson, whom she loved, she let get away with everything in trial. Why? And that's one of the reasons why I say she doesn't follow the law. She doesn't follow the law. She obviously doesn't follow her schedulings and holding of hearings in a timely manner. 16.7% excellent, 13.7 very good. And you have your overall rating at 15.7%. So 16 people out of that 100 lawyers that answered this questionnaire said that she was excellent. Then you had 18 that said, she did very good. Yay. It's kind of like those parents that go to their children's baseball games and their child struck out 3 times and they say, hey, son, you still did very good. Yeah. Satisfactory. Remember when you got an S on your report card for satisfactory? That means it was right in the middle. And she didn't even do that well. That was 15.7% and only 16. I'll tell you what she did excel at, needs improvement at 40.2%. 41 lawyers who took this questionnaire decided to give her an overall rating of that. Now, here's the issue that I have. She believes in family. She believes in America, equality, justice, and fairness. She pandered to the voters to take this position. She asked for voters to vote for her so she could be a judge, so she could dispense equality, justice, and fairness. And even her own peers say that she's not that great at it. In fact, she's horrible. She's probably one of the judges with the lowest scores in Harris County. And it's horrible because it's affecting many parents' lives. So let's watch this video from Wayne Deltrofino, a investigative reporter that has taken on a client that has also said the same things that I have said about her.
Taha is now facing a battle many fathers of divorce are forced to fight. Family courts appear to go out of their way to favor mom when deciding who gets custody.
I want the courts to treat me like a human being, but look at the facts. And then act accordingly. Don't be so biased.
But this case exposes another real problem. one parent making up false allegations against the other to justify ignoring visitation, to sway the court. How common is it?
It's roughly in 1 out of 2 high conflict divorces.
And the question that remains is she really about equality? Or is it man versus woman in her courtroom?
Despite his ex making up horrible false allegations and repeatedly being ordered by the court to allow visitation, the 309th District Court has refused to give Taha full custody of his children.
I'm about family. I'm about fairness, justice, dignity, and respect.
On her campaign website, Judge Linda Marie Dunson likes to point out that she was raised by a single mother, and Taha believes the judge has it out for dads.
Very biased against men.
Judge Dunson says she didn't want to talk to us.
What is she doing to the children? This is about children. This isn't about mom and dad. This is about equality in children. And if children should be removed from their parents, especially a dad. Now, we all have heard that Linda Dunson was brought up by her mother. And I had an exclusive look behind the scenes because when her own bailiff beat me up and I reported it to her, she didn't do anything. In fact, they threw me in jail, put me in orange, shackles on my ankles, cuffs on my wrist, made me attend trial as a criminal. And while I was attending trial, they brought me up from behind the scenes, from behind the courtroom. And I was able to walk in her halls and saw the offices behind the courtroom. And on those walls were a whole bunch of pictures of little girls holding their mom's hands. No pictures of men, no pictures of family or equality or fairness. There's a bunch of pictures of women holding hands with little girls. And I'm sorry that most counties don't have the opportunity to have these types of questionnaires where lawyers rate the judges in their counties or in their towns. I'm fortunate for Harris County Bar Association to run these questionnaires because that just tells me that I'm on the right path. A lot of people seem to think that I'm the problem. And when in fact, if you look at these questionnaires, this is one of the lowest scoring judges that they have in Harris County. My first judge, Sandra Peak in the 257th, was not much better. So that says a lot when you have these attorneys that are answering this questionnaire truthfully, and they're saying how these judges are not following the law. They're not even upholding their own rules. And overall, they suck. It is our duty to bring this to the voters. It's our duty to bring this to the litigants in their courts. And it's our duty to motivate them. This is a motivational speech to Judge Dunson to do what's right. Start studying. If you're sitting there on the bench, dispensing orders, removing parents, making them go to classes to prove their innocence, it's horrible. It's piss poor. Harris County family courts need to clean this up. It shouldn't be the public's job to clean up the judiciary in Harris County. The general public should not have to argue with the judge on the bare, minimal, fundamental basics of law. They shouldn't. And when these judges aren't dispensing justice and treat this as a business transaction, it's our children that are at stake. And many parents are starting to take notice. Many parents are rallying together to expose this injustice. I appreciate your time. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time.